to Great Lakes EMA school, flunked out of 4th week megams. That's the honest thing. I got through basic electricity, electronics, and megams was a little difficult, but we never used it on the ship. It was just, they didn't use it anymore. But tried it again, and I didn't pass, so they're going to send me out as an engineman. Well, I had hung around with a second class EM named Greenwood. He was a black guy that I hung around with. Bob, his actually first name was Bob. And I did the thing that you don't do. I requested the Saratoga. You hope to get something, maybe not the Sarah, but because I still want to be an electrician. So I sent him a letter. I said, hey, I got orders to the Sarah. I said, they want to make me an engineman. I still want to be an electrician. Is there anything you can do? You pull any strings for me. I didn't know. So they sent me down there on my orders. I got down to Mayport. They wouldn't let me wait 3 days for the ship to come in. They flew me out to it on a mail cod, or whatever they call them. I call them the cods. And as we got out in the ocean, and of course, young kid going, what the hell? And the pilot goes, there's the Saratoga. It's about that big. The closer we got, you know what came out of my mouth. What the F did I get myself into? Oh, and it's just plain, won't use the harsh language, but and as we got closer and closer, the thing got bigger and bigger. And it was like, OMG, and this is what I'm going to be on. So we circled a couple of times, and as we got ready to land, they told us to, you know, prepare and look. And I was leaning, and I watched the deck come up a little bit off the chair like it was not supposed to be, and we hit the resting gear. That plane stopped like, now, bam! A little headache came off the plane, got my sea bag, and they were in the middle of flight ops. And went through the hatch on the main deck there, and there he was in the corner. He says, come with me. So that started my thing as electrician mate. They did do the normal like they do when you come on the ship. I went right to E Division and went to the light shop and got some of my pictures in the freaking cruise books. But it's funny because they sent you after things that didn't exist. Like a skyhook, a smoke pot, a left-handed monkey wrench. Well, the Marines, they would put them on a mail buoy watch, but they'd give them the order. They all knew it wasn't right. And they'd have to stand at the fantail and, you know, look with a hook, look for the mail buoy. All crazy stuff. And then they had the best one out of the kind of jokes that went on, you know, they called it was the sea bat. I don't know if you've heard that one yet. Well, what they would do, they put a thing in a box and have somebody shake the box, and they wouldn't even know how it was shaking. Then people would come up and look. If they got close enough, they'd whack you with a broom and yell, sea bat. Yeah, people get mad, but then they realize, we had a little lieutenant, JG, came up and got stuck in there, and the commander was watching him because he knew what was going to happen. And he got a little too close, and they yelled, sea bat, and they whacked him. Well, he wanted to write everybody up. And the commander says, nope, you fell for the worst one you could ever fall for. Went to the light shop. I think I spent 1.5 years there, because then I eventually ended up down to auxiliary machine room. In the light shop, we did the lights and stuff throughout the ship, changed them, like in the